Hello, it's me again. I'm back. For better, for worse, I'm still gonna make videos. So I realized halfway through today, Valentine's Day, that this, first of all, this channel is almost a year old, but this is my first Valentine's Day having this channel. So I guess you could call this a Valentine's Day video, even though I'm gonna be, kind of just talking shit. You'll see what I mean. But yeah, this was another Valentine's Day spent alone for me, but I honestly don't really give a shit like I did the last few years. Actually, let me think. I think it was really only 2023 when I cared about that at all. But, you know, I haven't really been, like, plagued with the, like, oh, these, people who hate Valentine's Day, just like, oh no, like, I keep seeing couples around and it makes me so mad. Like, if I'm being honest, what I want to talk about is, like, the fucking social media posts that I've been seeing. And not the ones that are, like, positive, the ones where it's, like, red pill, fucking, oh, who gives a shit about that? They're just gonna take your money. Because I have seen so many of those within the last couple of days. And I just like, I know that I've talked shit a lot on this channel about, let's say, incels or black pill, but really I'm just gonna talk about any pill. Just being chronically online and using terms like that. Because I saw this one post that stood out to me earlier. It was like a tweet or something of a guy being like, oh, like, I'm pushing 36 and, I've never had a girl and I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Chase the bag and make the money. And then, the girl will, you know, shit like that, it'll come naturally. And then somebody else's reply said, like, what if I don't want to end up like you? I don't know if anybody's seen that. I saw it earlier. It was kind of funny, but I feel like that is a good example of what I want to talk about. Shit like that is just like pure coping, I feel like, and not in a good way at all. It's like, because this is just what people do, I feel like. People who are sad about like a certain part of themselves, they basically start to gaslight other people into thinking that their way of living is actually better, or their way of feeling is actually better. And it goes for any pill ideology online, like, and that's why they call it red pill and blue pill and shit. It's like, they're like, oh my god, my eyes are open now. I see what a shit place the world is. And it's like, everybody else who doesn't see it this way is stupid, and I'm smart, and I'm smarter than everyone. But then at the same time, when you just like use your brain for a second and think about it, getting into ideologies like that is going to make you more miserable in every way. Because first of all, you're surrounded by that negativity, and second of all, god damn it, and I've already talked about this before, but if you start telling people that you're like black-pilled or that you're an incel, then they're not going to want to be around you, and they're not going to like you, and then that's just a feedback loop. But honestly, I feel like telling somebody that you're anything pilled, unironically, is a good way for them to just think, wow, this guy's a fucking weirdo. So honestly, I'd say, you don't have to listen to my advice, obviously. But I think really the way that you should go about things is just be honest with yourself. It's like, okay, yeah, I'm sad about this specific thing that involves me, or I'm insecure about this specific thing. And some people will probably, well, obviously people who are like, no, you gotta hit the gym and become red pilled, they would see you as being pathetic for admitting that you're insecure about something or that you're sad about something. But obviously, the point that I'm trying to make is don't give a shit what people like that think, because people like that are annoying. Once again, you don't have to follow my advice because I don't really know how many people would even agree with me. But I guess if you wanted to be more respected by me, some random YouTuber with like 400 subscribers, then yeah, I'd say you approach it in a way where you're honest with yourself. I mean, people are like, "Oh, it's okay to cry or be sad," and it's like I agree with that. But then for some reason, that only applies half the time. And then instead, it's like if you're sad about these specific things, then that's bad. Even though people say that you're allowed to, it just doesn't. It's inconsistent, and I think it's just like people are so afraid to talk about certain topics, so they retreat into these like online communities about hitting the gym or being blackpilled or terrorism, in the latter case. People are like so sad about specific things that they start looking up to terrorists. And then they become terrorists. I mean, you know what? I don't even know why, but I almost want to. Now I'm thinking about that. Like, a lot of the people who are terrorists and write like a manifesto, and then they basically kill a bunch of people and then they kill themselves. It's like, what what are you thinking? Because it's like sometimes certain people will actually have interesting things to say in whatever book they're writing. So why in the world would you just write all of that and get all your thoughts out there just to kill yourself after? And it's like this is such bad. I'm gonna be. I'm regretting saying this before even saying this, but notice how like all of these terrorists who get locked up afterwards, including literal school shooters, will have fans afterwards. And then when you think about incels who just kill themselves after doing their whatever the fuck, and then still they have fans after. Which is like all they ever wanted. They wanted girls to be like fans of them and start liking them. And then they do some crazy shit like that in the name of their fucking pill ideology. I mean, trying to break this down, right? They're black pilled. They think that because of the way that they look, their life is basically ruined, and there's nothing that they can do, and they'll never get into a relationship. So then, like, in the name of this ideology, in like incels, they try to martyr themselves by killing a bunch of people and then killing themselves. And even though, despite how disgusting of people they are, and how sexist they are, and how, in their eyes, supposedly ugly and whatever they believe, and that's why, nobody will ever like them. Even after all that, and after murdering a bunch of people, they always have fans afterwards. It's... I don't know if you can really see what I'm getting at, and also, I know this is a lot more like a schizophrenic rambling compared to the rest of my videos. I'm just in a mood. But it's almost like they're disproving their own thing by doing that. Because it's not like them killing themselves afterwards is gonna, like, change the way that they look. Well, I mean, it is gonna change the way that they look, but it's not like people are gonna perceive them as the way that they look after they shoot themselves in the face. Wow, this has gone pretty fucked up. Anybody... Alright, I say this occasionally in videos. If this is the first video of mine that you're watching, I am so sorry. Go check out some of the other ones. Maybe some of the more viewed ones, because I can't imagine this is going to get many views, but... yeah, maybe check out a different one. Just know that I'm not some, like, fucking insane lunatic. And usually I'm probably more well-spoken than this as well. That being said, yeah, moral of the story is, I think calling yourself anything pilled, or just getting into these fucking chronically online groups where you all have this belief system that you think is better than everyone else, You think that you're better than everyone else because... Sorry, I'm still slightly sick. You think that you're better than everyone else because you're miserable in a certain way? That is a good shortcut to getting nobody to ever like you as a person. Because people like that are obnoxious. Yeah, I've probably, if anybody's even watching this far, first of all, if you're watching this far, comment Spruce Boat on the video, and I'll pin the first one that I see, or I guess the first one who does it. And yeah, if anybody's watching this far, I probably pissed off a lot of people with this. And anybody who watches my more normal videos seeing this is probably concerned, just because of the way that I'm talking right now. But yeah, as always, I do not plan on ever quitting this channel. Even though I upload more like once every 2 weeks now. When I say that I'm never going to quit, like, maybe it might get so bad that I'm uploading once a year, but I'm definitely never going to forget about it. That being said, there's also my community tab on here where I keep updated every once in a while. I have a Twitch. I'm probably going to stream right after this because my day is basically over at this point. I played guitar, like, in the lobby of my building for a while. I got food and shit. I don't plan on getting food again for the rest of the night, so I'm basically in. I'm probably going to stream right after uploading this. So if you want, it's just in the fucking channel bio, I think. You just click on that and then go to the stream. I might not have my mic on, depending on if my roommates are here then. But yeah, I don't know what the hell this video was. I'm gonna end it while looking at the ocean. If this is even an ocean, I can't tell. Here, I'll get the turtles in here as well. Okay, goodbye, thank you.